Lepidodendron, also known as scale tree, is an extinct genus of primitive, vascular, arborescent plant related to the lycopsids. They were part of the coal forest flora. They sometimes reached heights of over 30 meters, and the trunks were often over 1 meter in diameter. They thrived during the Carboniferous Period to about 299.0 plus or minus 0.8 Ma before going extinct. Sometimes erroneously called giant club mosses, they were actually more closely related to today's quillworts than to modern club mosses. The name Lepidodendron comes from the Greek lepido, scale, and dendron, tree. Description and biology. Lepidodendron had tall, thick trunks that rarely branched and were topped with a crown of bifurcating branches bearing clusters of leaves. These leaves were long and narrow, similar to large blades of grass, and were spirally arranged. The vascular system was a siphonoster with exarch xylem maturation. The closely packed diamond-shaped leaf scars left on the trunk and stems as the plant grew provide some of the most interesting and common fossils in Carboniferous shales and accompanying coal deposits. These fossils look much like tire tracks or alligator skin. The scars, or leaf cushions, were composed of green photosynthetic tissue, evidenced by the cuticle covering and being dotted with stomata, microscopic pores through which carbon dioxide from the air diffuses into plants. Likewise, the trunks of Lepidodendron would have been green, unlike modern trees which have scaly, non-photosynthetic brown-gray bark. Lepidodendron has been likened to a giant herb. The trunks produced little wood, being mostly soft tissues. Most structural support came from a thick, bark-like region. This region remained around the trunk as a rigid layer that grew thicker, but did not flake off like that of most modern trees. As the tree grew, the leaf cushions expanded to accommodate the increasing width of the trunk. Lepidodendron likely lived in the wettest parts of the coal swamps that existed during the Carboniferous Period. They grew in dense stands, likely having as many as 1,000 to 2,000 giant club mosses per hectare. This would have been possible because they did not branch until fully grown, and would have spent much of their lives as unbranched poles. Reproduction. The branches of this plant ended in cone structures. Lepidodendron did not produce true seeds like many modern plants. Instead, it reproduced by means of elaborate, encapsulated spores. It is estimated that these plants grew rapidly and lived 10 to 15 years. Most species were probably monocarpic, meaning they reproduced only once toward the end of their life. Decline and extinction. By the Mesozoic era, the giant lycopsids had died out and were replaced by conifers as well as smaller quillworts. This may have been the result of competition from the emerging woody gymnosperms. Lepidodendron is one of the more common plant fossils found in Pennsylvanian age rocks. They are closely related to other extinct lycopsid genera, Sigillaria and Lepidodendropsis. In popular culture, in the 19th century, due to the reptilian look of the diamond-shaped leaf scar pattern, petrified trunks of Lepidodendron were frequently exhibited at fairgrounds by amateurs as giant fossil lizards or snakes.